Hi, I'm from out of space. I got crystals in my blood and crystals above my face. Hello, my name is Keith and I'm known as a Florida Stone Man. And that's just an example of me singing a lot. I sing when I make your crystal jewelry and I'll sing before a video. Maybe I'll make an intro one day, but I'm going to be talking to you guys all about crystal sandwiches in this video. Before I get into the topic I was talking about of what a crystal sandwich actually is, there's a few different examples of sandwiches, and I even talked about sandwich in my shorts and on my TikTok video as well, but you guys, this is a very intricate topic. It's a simple yet intricate topic, and I'm actually going to give you a few other sandwiches right now. What's a sandwich? Is you mix in things to create a certain pattern, a certain flow. Certain people will do this in conversation. People will do this in manifestations. People will do this in the kitchen, like with actual sandwiches. So let's talk about a sandwich real quick. So you have a sandwich. It has I'm not gonna, okay, maybe if you're a vegan, then there's no meat. If there's a, etc. Okay, that's the tomato, the lettuce, the cheese, and what else goes on a sandwich? Mustard. Yeah, so you have 4 things in your sandwich, and it makes up the sandwich. If you're eating that kind of sandwich, okay, great. It could be a very good sandwich for you, but I don't know. I haven't eaten sandwiches in a very long time. But that's a sandwich. So let's get another example. Bananas. This is my kind of sandwich. Bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and peanut butter. So that's a sandwich. You take 4 different ingredients and you slap them together, and now it's a sandwich. You put it between bread, and when you eat it, you might be tasting some other things and it goes down, but so does everything else. Because that's actually how certain people eat things that they shouldn't sometimes, is because you don't really notice there's one bad ingredient, and then it just goes down with their other tastier ingredients. I'm going to teach you about crystal sandwiches in this video. Let's talk about a law of attraction sandwich, because this is actually a very known method. Like, this is super known. So with a law of attraction sandwich, you will say 3 things that are an actual fact. Okay, for example, let's just say your goal is to be a Powerball winner, which is actually a lot more in reach than you guys actually think. I have one special person so far who's, I'm not going to say anything else, but when you believe it, you'll achieve it. Sometimes to believe it, you actually have to eat the sandwich to go down. So if you just say, I'm a Powerball winner, your subconscious mind will fight it. Okay, there's things in your energy field that will fight that from going down. Now, let's talk about if you, instead of saying, I'm a Powerball winner, because some of you it won't go down, your subconscious will fight it and you won't get anywhere. It's just how it is, but you can actually trick it into going down. You will take 3 facts about yourself, or 4 facts about yourself, and then you add that at the very end, or you mix it in somewhere. Not necessarily at the end. You can put it any order you want. So let's just start like this. I'm wearing labradorite. You take 3 facts, for example. I'm wearing labradorite. I'm wearing sapphire. I'm wearing turquoise. I'm wearing emerald. I'm a Powerball winner. I don't know how many I just counted, but that wasn't 5. Let me do that again. So, I hope you guys are getting the gist. I'm wearing labradorite. I'm wearing sapphire. I'm wearing turquoise. And I'm a Powerball winner. Or, that's how you guys can digest things to manifest them. And it will happen. That will 100% happen. Because your subconscious just kind of sandwiches it in. It digests it. It goes into your energetic field. And you have to switch it out of order, because if you know this, if you know how the sandwich goes, then you're going to eventually know where it's going to be placed when you taste it. So you'll say out of order. I'm wearing turquoise. I'm wearing labradorite. I'm a Powerball winner. I'm wearing sapphire. I'm wearing emerald. Do you see anything wrong? Do you see anything different? No. And your subconscious devours it. It swallows it and it actually gets consumed into the universe, the playing field that we're in, the mechanism that we're in. And people actually get really in trouble when it comes to other kind of sandwiches. One of them being with psychic sandwiches, which I actually talked about. So really fake spiritualists and psychics will get you guys. Not a lot of you, because you have good guides and good intuition, but if you're getting ripped off by a scammer and your guides can't get through to you, or you have low intuition, and they're going to start off like, hello, and watch this. Hi, honey. Hi, dear. Hello, honey. Hello, dear. You have such a strong energy about you. Oh, your aura is so vibrant. It's so full of colors. It's so full of light. Oh, your grandma from the other side is coming through to talk to me. Oh, you have so many gifts about you. And now your grandma's telling me that the person that you like thinks about you every single day. You should approach them. And I can tell by the crystal jewelry you wear that you care about spirituality. And if you just pay attention, they'll take 5 things that are true and slide in 1 or 2 really false things. And you'll be like, how did you know this? And you're like, how did you know this? And yeah, that person probably has their guides probably left themselves because that person's out here scamming people. There's legitimate spiritualists who will actually help people, but then there's scammers who will do anything to get you to send them on a cash app. Okay? If you have a good guide and good intuition and experience, you see that people do the same thing over and over again. And they really do get some people. They get some people with guides that can't get through to tell them, like, hey, this person's scamming you because whatever reason. Now, there's so many different sandwiches. There are sandwiches that people give you in the workplace. There's sandwiches that entrepreneurs give you. There's sandwiches that... There's just so many different sandwiches in society, but no one seems to recognize it because people are just used to downing information once they see 1 or 2 true things. If you ever find someone who's really dark and manipulative, you'll always find that they're probably... a lot of the most evil people ever are the nicest people ever. The worst evil people are the nicest ones. That's why I teach you guys about dark entities. Don't get fooled because this demonic entity is really nice and sweet to you, but then there's some other stuff going on in the background. Like, hi, like, oh, you're doing so good. And then, but you're doing so well. I'm like, just keep doing, okay. All right, so I'm getting you guys used to the topic of sandwiches because things go down easy. Let's finally plug this into crystals because I have to talk to you about the background of what a sandwich is before I actually get to the sandwiches. But let's talk about, I just talk about your energetic field, your aura, your frequency, and things digesting into your subconscious to play into your universe. Now, some of you have blockages of certain things. And one crystal actually doesn't do it for some of you because you rely so heavily on the crystal's energy that you actually kill the flow of the energy. So people will get a piece of citrine. And they'll be like, why isn't the citrine working? Why? I'm not making fun of you guys, but some people are like, I got a piece of citrine and it's not making me a power winner. You know, you told me. You said on this video that citrine attracts money and I'm not a power winner yet. I just got this crystal. It's been 1 month. I've had citrine and citrine. Some of you are like this, and if it depends on where you're at, but sometimes I'll be strict with some of you and I'll be like, hey, chill out, calm down, you calm down right now. Or I'll be like, okay, you can't be serious. Or because some people will be flipping out and some people won't be flipping out to that extent, and I'll just be like, okay, well, you can work with this crystal. You work with black tourmaline and citrine, then that black tourmaline's grounding you. So the black tourmaline is maybe you're just fully ungrounded and you can't have a grasp of what a Powerball winner is because you're too busy being ungrounded and you're just all over the place and your room's a mess and your car's a mess and everything's a mess and you're a mess. And the black tourmaline like pulls those energies down and it calms you. Now you're feeling calm and relaxed and now you're not crazy because you're not ungrounded. And you're just like, okay, I feel good. And now you sandwich. A mini tiny sandwich will do that. Ooh. A mini tiny sandwich will do that with crystals. So you're relying on the citrine to bring you prosperity and abundance, but the black tourmaline's protecting you from whatever entity is making you go completely crazy, and the black tourmaline is actually grounding you as well, making you feel safe and secure and not crazy. Those are 2 crystals. That combination alone, I call it the bumblebee combination. That combination is going to save you. What happens if you mix a few other crystals in there? And let's add another crystal to the mix. Maybe you have black tourmaline and citrine and you want to start your small business, but you're not motivated. You're all over the place. You don't have values of self-worth. You don't have the energy to, even though it's a solar plexus chakra crystal, and your problem is the sacral chakra. Black tourmaline, citrine, pyrite. So now you're thinking more realistically. Your headspace is protected. Your sacral chakra is aligned, so you have the passions to do what you want to do. The black tourmaline's keeping away entities. The citrine's bringing in prosperity and wealth without you killing the flow of prosperity and wealth. And the pyrite's making you way more realistic, aligning your passions so that you have a zest for life again. And now you're feeling more aligned and you're getting a lot luckier now. Wow. Ooh. Holy moly. Watch how lucky you get with that combination. What about another combination? Maybe you just like surprises here and there. And that'll make you feel good, and it'll make you feel special because you're doing well already, but don't you like some surprises? Don't you like things to pop into your life out of nowhere? You would mix the black tourmaline, the citrine, and the pyrite with a crystal such as green aventurine. So now every once in a while, you just get a random large check in the mail. Maybe you're just receiving random offers, like gigantic offers, and this is a crystal sandwich. You sandwich 4 crystals together, you're not putting pressure on one or two of those crystals. Now they're doing their job how they're supposed to without you putting the pressure on it, and you don't even realize what some of the crystal's energies are doing and how your angels are using those energies to help you. Do you see how awesome this is? Do you see how awesome this is, guys? Sandwich your crystals. That's the benefit of wearing multiple crystals. A long time ago, someone online said, and I want to find out who this person is because they probably don't even wear crystals. They probably wear lab-made crystals, or they've had a crystal in their bedroom when they were a kid and they never actually wore it. But someone said, well, if you wear more than 3 crystals, it's going to cause the crystal chaos. The crystal chaos is not going to be good. Whoever said that did a lot of damage because a lot of people think you can't wear more than 3 crystals, and people are wearing 3 crystals and they're putting a whole bunch of pressure on the 3 crystals, but a 4th crystal might have taken the pressure off those 3 crystals. Yeah. I'd like to find out whoever said that, and I was just like, I'll make a whole video on just that. I'll call out people or things if I have to in that video, because that little segment of information did a lot of damage. It's people who don't know anything about what they're talking about will do a whole bunch of damage. There's a lot of people who will sell crystals who've never used crystals. They'll use them in front of a monitor. They'll use them when they're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, on a live, not on a live, whatever. And then when they take them off, they don't touch them, they don't use them, they don't study about them. And it's just like, these people don't know what they're talking about. They're using it more as a display, which I'll talk about that in the future as well. With people using crystals as covers to try to get closer to other spiritual people. And because I see this all the time. People will take one crystal and be like, oh, I'm spiritual. And they'll find someone spiritual that they like. That's actually how a lot of people try to, I've seen this. A lot of younger people will try to manipulate the crystal scene. They'll take a crystal when they go out, and they find that it'll attract more people who like crystals. And now that person's considered spiritual, and it's a cover for them to be able to manipulate the person. It's really bad what people do out here. That's the kind of person who probably wrote that crystal information with, oh, if you have more than 3 crystals, then it'll cause crystal chaos. Oh, that did so much damage, and I wish I could find out who exactly did that, because I'll call them out. I'll call them out in a YouTube video. But you mixing more than 3 crystals together will do a whole bunch of justice for you and a whole bunch of justice for your energy. So let's talk about a different crystal sandwich. This is wonderful. Oh, this next one's gonna be awesome. And I would like you guys to come up with your own crystal sandwiches, please. I'll give you about 2 or 3 hours to give you a crystal sandwich just now. More crystal sandwiches, Florida Stone Man. I'll make another crystal sandwich video part 2 if you guys really like this, but here's the next crystal topic, crystal sandwich topic. So you would like love into your life. Love, but you don't even know what love is. You're not sure what it really feels like. Maybe you're full of trauma and you're looking for healing and you're looking for love, but you're not really sure what that is, and you're trying to find it within yourself, and you're trying to improve your self-love journey, but you can't do that because you're not really sure where to look, etc., and you're just bumping into walls. take over. And when it comes to love crystals, what kind of love crystal do people grab? Rose quartz! Yeah, everyone grabs rose quartz. I probably actually have a rose quartz in distance of me, but I can't grab it because it's my lamp. I'm not going to pull out a lamp from the wall. It's not very becoming of that. But so you'll take rose quartz. But you know what people do? People get really disappointed in rose quartz after a week or two after people are like, oh, it stopped working. Ah, my rose quartz stopped working. Ah. No, it didn't stop working. It's just, it did all it can do for you because rose quartz is the ultimate love crystal for self-love, but it doesn't cover 100% of everything. That's why God made several different other crystals. The Most High has supplied us with beautiful crystals to help empower us to move closer to Him. Now! And the number one love you will find is from God. Then everything else comes after. Your guardian angels, God gives you unconditional love. Your guardian angels give you unconditional love. And then everything after. Then you find it within, through God, through your angels, etc. You're working with rose quartz, you feel good, you feel wonderful, you feel amazing. You feel like it starts to wear off because maybe you're putting too much pressure on the rose quartz. Yeah, people do that. People are like, oh, people are like, my rose quartz is not working. Ah. Just like how people put the pressure on the citrine, I'm like, oh, you're overwhelming it. So, if you're extremely moody, add some black tourmaline, because it'll ground you. Black tourmaline or rose quartz, whatever entity was making you feel unloved is now gone because it's banished. Black tourmaline or rose quartz, good. Now your love is protected, your self-love is protected, you're grounded. I would suggest black tourmaline in every one of your crystal sandwiches, if you can't tell. Let's just say, oh, this is very specific. Let's just say you guys are noticing that everyone seems to be wronging you. How many people? I would like you to raise your hand. And for the people watching my videos, raise your hand right now if you feel like everyone in every relationship you've ever been in a friendship, relationship, in your family, everyone has done you wrong and they've put you out to be the victim somehow. And some people are like, well, you're raising your hands at home, so if that's you, there's one crystal that literally helps fix that because this crystal's so gentle and it doesn't really matter. It actually doesn't bring stuff to the surface like that. It very subconsciously brings it to the surface. But in essence, if you feel like every single problem has been someone else or some kind of you're getting victimized in every relationship you're in and it just seems like nothing's working, I'm telling you that you're the problem, but not in a mean way. In a way that if you corrected certain patterns or behaviors, people would not be able to get in like that, and no one's going to be able to victimize you if you have your walls up. A crystal that does that is Morganite. Morganite actually is the crystal of helping you to self-address yourself when it comes to anything of self-love. So if you're always... I have strong hands. If you guys see me make crystal jewelry, I have very strong hands. If you heard the slam. And the crystal orb is okay. With Morganite, this crystal literally, it pats you on the back. Rose quartz is unconditional, complete divine love. Morganite's like, hey, maybe if you just change this, or you do this differently, and you just don't go here, and you avoid the situation, and then you actually withdraw your energy here, put your energy here. Morganite helps you just reassimilate your energies into not being victimized. So it helps you not put yourself in the position to where you're getting victimized, basically it being your fault to begin with. And then after that, you realize, hey, if I don't do this, I won't be the victim in the situation, or I won't let myself get victimized. And now you combine that with rose quartz and black tourmaline, you're having a lot more love energy and self-love energy, and people are finding you more vibrant. You're getting approached. People are walking up to you. People will walk up to you with these 3 crystals, and they don't know why they walked up to you. They just want to be near you because they see you're doing well and you're happy and there's some energy about you, and they just want to be near you. And it will happen very often. People who get crystals from FloridaStoneman.com experience this all the time. Like, oh, I'm wearing crystals, and people just want to come near me and just talk to me, or just like they'll just observe my crystal that I got from FloridaStoneman.com, or they'll just FloridaStoneman.com. I don't say my website enough in my videos, but I'm getting in a habit of saying it. But when it comes to Morganite, this will help you have so much more of your own energy back, and no one's going to be able to victimize you. It'll help you block getting victimized on the outside and inside. Those are 3 crystals. Those are 3 in 1 sandwich. This is the last sandwich I'm naming for this video. Because these sandwiches can be very long in their descriptions. I can make a part 2 if you guys want a part 2. If you like a part 2, I can make a part 2. Just comment it in the comment section. Hey, Stone Man, please give me a part 2 on Crystal sandwiches, and I'll make a part 2. Next Crystal, I'm looking over there. I'm actually, that's going to say right there. I can't be pulling statues down. I have crystal statues, but especially because I have very hard fingers and very hard hands. I can accidentally break stuff by touching them sometimes. The thing is, the next crystal is rhodochrosite. Now, actually, I'm going to use rhodonite. Rhodonite. I'm finally saying these crystal names right. I don't really like their names. I'll rename them myself. But rhodonite is the crystal of patching heartbreak and trauma. Let's just say 2 lifetimes ago, you got killed by your husband or wife, and you've noticed in I'm not going to say you've noticed in your past life. You notice in this life that you're just having problems with your husband or wife or whoever you're dating. You have some serious trust issues, and it's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. They're not doing anything to do any cheating behavior. You're just not trustful, and you don't know why. You might feel bad, and it makes you feel very bad, and you don't know why. Because you got betrayed a few lifetimes ago, and that wound is still bleeding. It's a bleeding wound from 2 lifetimes ago. Now, with this crystal, rhodonite, it patches the wound, so you automatically just become more trusting. So you're not putting that energy in your relationship, and it's not killing the relationship. That's that. Relationship a lot better just from 1 crystal. It patches it's just a patch. You combine that with black tourmaline, rhodonite with black tourmaline, and rose quartz and morganite. You're a very high vibrational person. You're doing very well. People want to be near you. Your relationships last a really long time. You're helping other people with their relationships now, etc. That's crystal sandwiching. That's what happens when you mix multiple crystals together, and that's how you do it. If you'd like more crystal sandwiching videos, just request it in the comment section and I'll do it. Until then, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys love this video. Ciao!